If you've ever felt like you're doing everything right, working hard, not being reckless with money, trying to save, and still not getting ahead, you're not failing. You're fighting structural headwinds that most financial advice completely ignores. The standard advice, spend less than you earn, invest the difference, avoid debt, is true. But it was written for an economy that looks very different from the one most Americans are actually living in. The costs have changed. The mechanisms for wealth accumulation have shifted. Today we're naming the real structural reasons most Americans can't get ahead, and then going through 5 specific, evidence-backed interventions that actually move the needle. This is not motivational content, it's diagnostic content. Let's go. The structural problems. Problem 1, the cost structure. The costs that have risen fastest are the ones with the least flexibility. Housing has outpaced wages in virtually every major metro for 20 consecutive years. Health insurance premiums have risen roughly 5% per year for 2 decades. Childcare in high-cost cities now runs $2,000 to $4,000 per month, more than college tuition. These aren't discretionary. You can't simply opt out. The pressure on household budgets is structural. Problem 2, the debt architecture. The American credit system is designed to profit from financial instability. Minimum payment structures on credit cards are explicitly built to extend repayment and maximize interest. Buy now, pay later services extend credit to people already rejected by traditional lenders. The system actively profits from financial precarity. Problem 3, the knowledge gap. Financial literacy isn't systematically taught in American schools. The most powerful wealth-building tools, Roth IRAs, HSAs, low-cost index investing, are known by people who already have financial professionals advising them. The people who need this knowledge most are the least likely to have it. Fix 1. Redesign your fixed cost structure. The most impactful financial move available to most households isn't on the income or investment side, it's on the fixed cost side. Housing, transportation, and debt service should collectively not exceed 50% of gross income. If they do, no amount of subscription canceling will create meaningful margin. What works? Geographic relocation if remote work is possible. This alone can cut your housing cost by 30 to 50%. Taking a roommate. Trading down on transportation. Refinancing high-interest debt through personal loan consolidation, balance transfers, or credit union alternatives. Fixed cost reduction creates structural margin. Structural margin is what makes every other strategy possible. Fix 2. Close the knowledge gap. Systematically, financial knowledge compounds just like interest. Start by understanding the account types available to you. The 401k, IRA, Roth IRA, HSA. These are the containers your money goes in before you worry about what goes inside them. Knowing which containers to fill first is more valuable than any investment pick. Free resources that are genuinely excellent. The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins, the Bogleheads.org Wiki, and Khan Academy's personal finance curriculum. Worth the cost. A one-time session with a fee-only financial planner, not a commission-based advisor. The NAPFA Directory lists them. A 2-hour session typically runs $300 to $600 and can clarify your strategy for decades. Fix 3. Grow income before cutting expenses further. There is a floor to expense cutting. Below a certain income level, the math of wealth accumulation simply doesn't work regardless of discipline. What works in 2026? Job mobility, changing employers still yields 10 to 20% compensation, increases versus 3 to 5% from annual raises at the same company. Skill development in data analysis, AI tool fluency, project management, or trades, areas producing measurable pay returns within 12 to 24 months. Side income with low startup cost, freelancing, digital products, paid research panels, consulting. These can realistically add $500 to $2,000 per month with consistent effort. Fix 4. Automate the wealth-building behavior. Willpower is not a reliable financial mechanism. The people who build wealth most consistently aren't those with the strongest self-control. They're the ones with systems that make the right behaviors automatic. What to automate? Split direct deposit so a portion routes to savings before it touches your checking account. Set automatic 401k contribution increases of 1% per year. Set it once, forget it. Schedule monthly IRA transfers the day after payday. Set credit card autopay to the full balance. Make wealth building the default. Make wealth-depleting behavior require an active choice. Research by Thaler and Sunstein consistently shows that default settings dramatically outperform opt-in systems. Fix 5. Invest in the right assets for your stage match your investment strategy to where you actually are, not generic advice. Early stage, net worth below $50,000, high interest debt present. Eliminate the debt first. Clearing a 20% plus credit card is a guaranteed return no market can match. Then, emergency fund, employer match, Roth IRA in broad index funds. Growth stage, $50,000 to $500,000, no high interest debt. Maximize tax-advantaged accounts in sequence, HSA, employer match, Roth, or traditional IRA. Additional investment in low-cost index funds. Real estate if your market supports it. Optimization stage, above $500,000, asset location strategy, Roth conversions, tax loss harvesting, estate planning, geographic optimization. The tactics that work at $50,000 net worth are different from what matters at $500,000. Know where you are. The reason most Americans can't get ahead isn't a character flaw. It's structural headwinds, a predatory debt system, and a knowledge gap that is entirely closable. Fix the fixed costs, close the knowledge gap. Grow income before cutting more. Automate the right behaviors. Match your investment strategy to your actual stage. These 5 moves, executed in sequence and with consistency, work. The data says so, and the people who've done them say so. You now know what they are. The rest is execution. Subscribe for more. Every week we put out content designed to help you execute exactly this.